You are not alone, whatever that situation is. And that should give you a sense of relief. So this is a very direct message, and it's something that's actually very important. And this applies to family businesses. It applies to so many different aspects of life as well. And when we are working with individuals, what we notice is that the common theme that we see is that they feel that they're alone. They are isolated in their situation. So whether they own the family business, they work in the family business, they're a family business member, they're struggling with something, they're in a challenging relationship, they're in a challenging situation with their ownership structure, or maybe they're challenged with taking over the family business. Whatever the challenge is, you are not alone. I think that's the biggest point I want to make here, because as soon as you realize that you are not alone, you can actually give yourself some grace, because we've heard it all. I've heard it from so many different clients. Purdeep, you have not worked with a dysfunctional situation like this. My family is so messed up. I'm sure you haven't seen anything like this. Or this person did this. I'm sure you haven't seen anything like this. Or this is what my client did to me, or this is what happened in this situation. Why did this happen to me? Here's the reality. And I'd hate to burst your bubble, but this is the reality of being in business, especially if you're in family business, is that whatever you are going through, there's hundreds, if not thousands or tens of thousands of people going through the exact same thing or something very similar. So you are not alone, whatever that situation is. And that should give you a sense of relief. It's very important for you to be relieved because of that. If you are feeling the opposite, if you are feeling angst because other people are in a very similar situation, that is something to reflect upon, because many people hold on to these situations, to these challenges, and this uniqueness, like we are special, or I am special, or this situation only happens to me, because it gives them a sense of familiarity. You do not want to be familiar with your problems, meaning that you don't want to feel like you're isolated with them yourself. Because most people do that because they fall into, and again, I apologize for saying this, but this is the reality, this sense of being a victim. I've heard this many, many, many times. This only happens to me. Or why am I the one that only has bad luck? You shouldn't feel that way, because you are using that to stay in victimization mode. That's what people do. So if you're feeling anxious because other people are dealing with similar challenges or problems that you are, and that makes you feel uncomfortable, that makes you feel less special, that's a sign for you. If you have a sense of relief that, oh my God, I'm not the only one. Thank God there's other people facing this challenge. Maybe I can get some additional support. Maybe I can reach out and get some or find some resources and to deal with this situation. That is a state that you want to be in. And so I'm here to tell you this. You are not the only person. If you are facing a very difficult situation in your business, in your family business, in a relationship with clients, whoever it may be, within yourself even, you're not the only one. You have other people there. There's lots of support out there for you. There is a ton of resources for you to be able to access. The internet is very vast with information. I just caution you to say that you should find reputable sources from experienced individuals, because there's a lot of information out there that is not accurate. And that's something that you got to pay attention to, or not from accurate sources. But that support is out there. So just to summarize here for you, you're not the only one going through the challenge that you are. There are other people facing a very similar challenge. And as soon as you realize that and you reach out for help, you reach out for support, you're going to be able to get to that challenge and overcome that challenge a lot faster and a lot easier. But more importantly, it should give you a sense of relief that you are not the only person dealing with what you are dealing with right now.